the Wahine square off against the University of Southern California. This is the 35th meeting overall. Hawaii leads the series 18-16. And so we begin.
See if Sarah Mason can keep the ball away from Seelhammer here.
Comes in with 63 aces. Seelhammer to Carico. And Couture, that's blocked back immediately. A joust is won, that time by Gregory. They give it to Houston. Kamana'o sets up Houston, double block is up. Houston hits it off Seelhammer. Gets it in, that ball dug up by Geisen. Carico goes outside, Couture off the block. We're tied at 1. Serving is Seelhammer into the net. Service error number 1. Gregory just in back of that line. Seelhammer overpass. And that ball is hit, and Geisen is there. Ball is pushed over by Couture. Chased down by Kamana'o. Ball is hit over by Houston. Houston hitting it over left-handed. That's a return. Houston finds it again. Number 2, blocked. And that is dug up by Lee. Ball is hit over by Mason. Dug up by Carico. Seelhammer goes to Couture.
5 sets.
Ball is served. Could have been an out ball. Dug up by Duggins. Lee gets it over, but out. Serves it again. That ball dug up by Geisen, and winning the joust is Copenhagen.
She's yet to get one yet, but she's a good one from the outside.
Geisen serving again. Coming out with back set. And the ball just pushed over by Sanders. Set in the air by Carico. Hit over by Couture off Mason. USC leads by 4. Mason to Kamana'o. Here's Houston. That's off the block. And that's dug up by Geisen. Carico. Couture again. Wow. Serving again is Geisen. Dug up by Duggins. Kamana'o to Mason. And there is Seelhammer. Seelhammer to Carico. And that ball hit over by Copenhagen. Mason double hands it over. Step out move by Tennant. Whistle blows. Net violation. Hawaii 8-2 USC. Geisen serving again. Dug up this time by Thurlby. That ball is blocked. Sanders is blocked.
Tries.
Geisen continues to serve. Into the net that time. Hawaii really having passing problems.
Thurlby struggling with it.
Into the net. Geisen lead here in the first game. Serving is coming out. Dug up by Seelhammer. Carico goes outside to Copenhagen, but there is Houston. Lee pops it in the air. Houston, her hit. That's in the air by Copenhagen. Carico goes to Couture. And the ball hit by Houston and blocked. Couture serving. Dug up by Mason. Waiting. Coming out with short set. Sanders. But there is Seelhammer. Houston taps it across. Dug up by Geisen. Then Couture. That's dug up by Houston. Overpass. Hit down by Copenhagen. Serving is Tennant. Dug up by Mason. Kamana'o to Kaufman. And she hit it out for Southern California. Gets it over, dug up by Houston. Kamana'o to Sanders. She pounds it off the block. That'll be returned. Carico goes outside to Copenhagen, and Copenhagen hits it off Kaufman.
Intimidating, very strong.
Pennant serving again. Lee shanks it.
They're playing a little more tense.
Pennant serving again. Lee, almost an overpass. Hit over by Kaufman, advantage USC. Carico goes outside. Copenhagen, that's blocked back, saved by Tennant. Chased on by Carico. Copenhagen again. Then Mason is there. Kamana'o to Sanders. Hawaii serves. Carico step out to Johansson. That's blocked back by Mason. Seelhammer goes to the other side to Copenhagen. Chased down by Lee. Kamana'o goes to Mason. Mason gets it down.
Mason getting hard on that one.
Ball chased down by Carico. Hit over by Copenhagen. Popped in the air by Houston to Mason. Houston behind the 3-meter line and just taps it over. And right there was Johansson. Houston to Kamana'o. Here's Kaufman off the block, but there is Couture. Chased down by Geisen, hit over by Seelhammer. Houston to Kamana'o. Outside Kaufman, and she hits it off Seelhammer. Kaufman serving. Dug up by Geisen, waiting for it. Carico outside to Geisen, goes cross court, whistle blows.
Time the net on Kamana'o. Ready, I think they've matched that so far.
Carico left hands it over and serves it wide. Mason gets it over. That ball dug up by Seelhammer. Carico sets up Geisen. She pushes it over. Duggins coming out. Oh, here's Houston. Little roll shot. But there is Carico. Chase down Johansson. Called for the double hit. Mason taps it over. That ball dug up by Geisen. Carico goes outside to Couture. Lee with a great diving dig. Seelhammer to Geisen. That rolls off the block, but Mason is there. Kamana'o to Houston. Seelhammer hits it over. Houston, overpass. There's Seelhammer. Couture, block back. Chased down by Copenhagen. Getting the ball across is Geisen. Mason, Kamana'o. Houston just gets it in.
Oh, what a great rally.
Mason to serve. 10 serving 17. Copenhagen. Carico. Couture. Off Lee. Chased down by Duggan. She can't get there in time. Puerto Rico serving. Dug up by Mason. Kamana'o goes to Houston. She's able to power it through the block. Trailing by 7. 11 serving 18. Seelhammer to Carico. And Couture is blocked. Serving again is Gregory. Dug up by Copenhagen. Carico near the antenna. That's 4 hits. Taps it across. Seelhammer. Carico outside. And it's Couture. And she hits it wide. Hawaii trailing by 4. That ball is dug up by Copenhagen. Carico. Couture. And then Gregory gets a hand on it to Geisen from Los Gatos, California. Popped up by Mason. Kamana'o chases it down. Houston pushes it over a left-handed. Advantage now for USC in a bad set that time. Kamana'o taps it across. Seelhammer. Carico. Couture. Big hit. Rolling dig by Lee. Kamana'o hit over by Mason. Serving it is Kamana'o. Dug up by Seelhammer. Carico. Couture. Gets it over, and that's off Houston. Couture serves again, dug up by Houston, chased down by Kamana'o. Here's Mason behind the 3-meter line. Seelhammer sets up Carico. Couture, and that's blocked. One-on-one block. Sanders. 17 serving 21. Houston serving. Carico outside. Copenhagen. That goes off Houston. Chased down by Lee. Keeps it alive. Getting the ball across is Mason. Advantage now USC. Seelhammer, Carico, step out, Tennant. That's blocked. Right there is Kaufman. The hit over by Mason, however, is blocked. Tennant serving. Houston bumps it to Kamana'o. Put over by Sanders, but that's right there to Couture, to Carico. Serving is Tennant. Dug up by Lee. And Sanders is blocked easily that time by Johansson. 24-17 USC. Lee to Kamana'o. Crowd quiets Mason. That's off the block into the back row. Tennant chased down by Carico. Hit over by Copenhagen. She pounds it off the block. Pounds it off Kaufman. Gets it across Mason to Kamana'o. Here's Mason. That's off the block and out. Everybody is Couture. Here's Johansson, hits it out. It will be Lee. That ball is dug up. Carico goes to the outside to Copenhagen, except the first point. Serving again is Copenhagen, chased down by Kamana'o. Mason gets it across. Seelhammer, Carico with that quick left-handed dump shot. That's handled by Kamana'o, and the ball is hit over by Kaufman. Kaufman able to ricochet it off the double block. Kaufman serving. Serves it out.
To avoid her.
Didn't make any difference. Still went out. And that ball on the step out by Gregory off the block. Mason gets it across. Here's Carico setting up Johansson. Off Lee, off Gregory. Hit over by Kaufman. Serving for Hawaii is Mason. Just off the taken in. 6-4 ace. Mason runs up. Jump floats it over. Dug up by Copenhagen. Carico setting up Geisen, but Lee is there. Here's Houston. That ball dug up by Seelhammer. Carico back set. Couture, and that's blocked by Houston. Serving again is Mason. Copenhagen to Carico. Couture with a little touch. Seelhammer to Mason. Here's Kamana'o, goes outside. Houston double block is up, and that goes off the double block into the antenna. Gregory taps it over. Copenhagen, Carico. Couture, Mason, to Kamana'o. Houston again. Couture is there. Carico sets up Copenhagen. That's dug up by Duggins. Kamana'o to Houston. That's blocked back, but Duggins is there. Kamana'o this time tries Mason. That's blocked back, but Gregory is there. Kamana'o to Sanders. Right here. Gregory gets it in. Dug up by Copenhagen. Carico to Couture. Off the block, but there is Gregory chased down by Sanders. Houston gets it over and in. 27 serving 28. Gregory gets it in. Copenhagen to Carico. Kachor pounds off the block. Ball is put down. Houston saves it. Kachor saves. Ball is pumped in the air again. Finally, Steelhammer gets it across. Kamana'o to Houston. Blocked out. We're tied. We're tied at 28. Serving is Gregory. We're tied at 28. Steelhammer. Carico. Geisen hits it. The crowd trying to encourage the team. Kaufman chased down by Lee, getting the ball across. Kamana'o. Kachor. Outside it goes to Copenhagen. Off Mason. USC wins the first game 30-28.